Hello and welcome to Celebrity Time. In today's show, we'll be having 3 special guests showing us their skills, learning new ones, and teaching us all about their craft. We'll be talking to musician Lucas about their skills, instruments, rise to fame, and personal life, making a standard lunchbox item with billionaire William, head and CEO of copyright agency Corporate Corporation, who has never had to make his own food before. And finally, we'll be talking to hit celebrity actor Vardan about their lead role starring in acclaimed environmentally aware movie Attack of the Phantom Demon Sharks and seeing what kind of advice they have for you. So, now that you know what's up with us, what's up with you? Hello and welcome back. Now joining us in the Celebrity Time studio is writer and producer of hit song The Sun Shines Brightest in Hell, which has been top of the UK charts for 6 whole weeks. Lucas, what's up with you?
Hello Erin, thank you so much for having me on. What is up? You've just mentioned it.
Well,
I am up, top of the charts. 6
great
weeks.
to have you here.
Yeah, great to be here.
6 weeks is very impressive for your first ever hit single.
Yeah, no,
thanks.
thanks.
What were the inspirations behind the song?
Yeah, no, good question. There was a lot of rows in the media. You probably heard some stuff. A lot of it was unfortunately true. I was in and out of rehab for a while, and it was hell. It was hell. And I was in my little room cell, and a glimmer of light shined through the bars, and I thought to myself, the sun shines brightest in hell.
Wow.
And I got to writing all night, just writing, and really helped me get out of those hard times.
Yeah, that's very impressive. So we heard that you'd brought in an instrument today.
Of course.
The ukulele, to show us
Yes.
around the ukulele. So do you use this instrument very often?
Not very often. It's just very easy to bring to a TV studio. I don't actually like this instrument at all, but I will show you a few things. I wrote the song in the 80s. Pixies ripped it off.
Oh,
Disgusting stuff. Anyway.
happens all the time.
Yeah. Just a little.
Yeah, that is a beautiful melody. Good to hear.
Thank you very much.
So, thank you for coming in today. We'll be
Yeah, of
seeing more
course.
of Lucas later. It's been wonderful having you here in the studio. Now, making a sandwich is probably something most of us know how to do pretty easily. But this next guest, well, he might have some trouble being a billionaire and all. Welcome, William. What's up with you?
My company stocks. Yeah.
Wow, they sure are impressive.
Yeah.
Do you want to head over to the make table?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So, are you familiar with the concept of a crisp sandwich?
I'm related to the Earl of Sandwich,
Oh, of course.
but I don't know what an actual sandwich is. Yeah.
Right, so the basic idea, 2 pieces of bread, butter on both sides, crisps in the middle. I'm sure all of you could probably make this at home with your own packet of crisps, whatever you've got in the cupboard. So, we want to start by taking 2 pieces of bread.
Yeah. I have my own baker. His name's Greg's.
Oh,
this
wow.
this bread's slightly different to that. It's pre-sliced. Do you pay extra for that?
Oh no, this is just your fairly sort of cheap, average priced bread that you get in maybe a Tesco.
Tesco. I've never heard of Tesco. So
Yeah,
cheap.
oh.
Is it what, £5?
About £1.75 maybe.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Do you want to butter the bread?
Butter. Yeah.
Would you like to do the honours?
Yeah. So
Oh, you might need the knife for that.
okay. So what type of is this, like Kerrygold salted butter? Or?
This is just a spreadable margarine.
Oh, Marge, I know her. Yeah, she churns it in front of me at home. Like she's my personal butter churner.
Wow. Well, I'm sure she probably didn't churn this butter, but it's a nice idea.
Is she here with us? Is this like this is your life kind of situation?
Oh, I'm afraid not, but it would be nice to have her. Maybe some other time.
Yeah.
So our filling today, we've got prawn and cocktail flavoured crisps. We heard that this is your favourite snack.
Yeah, no, Aaron, this is great. I love prawn cocktail. Yeah, I have it like with my caviar. Do we have caviar with us? Is that?
I'm afraid not. There's no caviar. We didn't have the budget.
Oh.
But we do have this flavoured crisp, so there's no actual prawns in here.
So you don't have real. It's not like freshly sourced.
No, but do you want to smell them? It's probably quite similar.
That is like a memory of prawn cocktail. It's not the real thing.
Ah, well, maybe it'll taste better. Do you want to take some? Maybe with your gloved hands so you don't get grease on your fingers.
Yeah. So do I just spread it around like that?
Yeah, just spread it quite evenly. This is going to be the filling for the sandwich.
Yeah. Anything
so
else? So are we gonna have like what, like chutney?
No,
Elvis chutney.
just the crisps for today. This is a very easy sort of snack kind of sandwich that you might put in a lunchbox if you're feeling a bit lazy.
So
Would you like to do the honours of cutting it?
I'll cut it into pyramids, which is a lot like the scheme in which my company runs.
Ah, I will pretend I know what that is.
Yeah.
Bon appetit. Mmm.
I own the network. Does this show really need this much funding?
Well, this has been a truly enlightening experience for all of us. It is now time to bring you to our roaming reporter Leia on the street to talk to you guys about the hot new movie Attack of the Phantom Demon Sharks gracing theatres next week. While not officially being released yet, the hype for this movie is electric. So we ask, what's up with that?
Hello and welcome to this ordinary field. But late last year, this ground was the venue for the now eagerly anticipated Hollywood production Attack of the Phantom Demon Sharks. With the film's first full trailer raking up over 1 billion views on YouTube, it is clear there is some excitement for the production's eventual cinema release on June 9th. There is clearly something up here, and we have come here to what was once the set, to see if the excitement among us audiences is indeed true, or if the hit numbers don't quite tell us the true picture.
Well, I for one am really looking forward to Attack of the Phantom Demon Sharks. It's a long name, but it's going to be a great film, I know. I've been following it closely for the past few years now.
I, for one, will unfortunately not be going to see Attack of the Phantom Demon Sharks.
I've watched the trailer probably like 50 times now. I think the visuals look great. Can't wait to see the cinematography on the big screen.
Having vied for the leading role and lost out by a very, very close call to the Vardan Pandey.
I've heard it's a very environmental film, so big fan of that. I think that's great.
The campus, the filming location, it's a lovely area, lovely area. They really put their hard work into this film.
Having spoken to the people here, it is clear that Attack of the Phantom Demon Shark has created some buzz among its audiences. However, if this will work towards the film's success or failure is another story. So there's clearly something up with that. What's up with you?
Now there's clearly something up with that. Back in the studio now, I'm joined by Vardan. Vardan, how do you feel about what we just saw on the street?
Yeah, I at the premiere, at the world premiere in London, I saw the guy who lost the role to me. He was crying. He begged me to take him in as my plus one. I said I already have a girlfriend. I can't take him. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Great boost to my ego.
I mean, I suppose it's a good ego boost.
Yeah, wonderful. I felt on top of the world at that moment.
Yeah, I mean, what was it like being the lead role in your first film, which has already got so much hype around just the trailer?
Yeah, I mean, I've been going around working as a support actor in TV shows. You might have seen me in the latest Batman film as well. So yeah, I was just doing supporting stuff for the longest time, and now it's great being a lead for the first time. It's a great film as well. Great hype, great buzz. I want this to be the best film in the world. Obviously, it's Scorsese who's making it, so it's bound to get some success.
I mean, it sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
From the trailer alone, I mean, I saw the lake scene where the sharks are first possessed by demons.
So
that was
good.
very ambitious CGI.
Yeah, it was very amazing. It was great behind the scenes stuff.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I mean, you must have a lot of experience now, which could bring you to some like wonderful advice for new actors.
Oh.
And speaking of advice, we now have a segment called Actors Advice, where you at home can get involved. Just call the number on our website at www.celebritytimeveryrealnotfakewebsite.com, and you can call in to ask Vardan here any of your burning questions about acting or just being in the film. So I believe that we already have someone waiting on the line right now. This is Arthur from London. Arthur, what is your question for Vardan?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
We can hear
Okay.
you, yeah.
I understand that this was one of the first feature films to achieve Albert Sustainable certification. Did you see the effects of that on set, and was it clearly that this is the way the industry should be moving forward?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, DiCaprio was producing this film, so you know how much of an environment freak he is. Yeah, he came in and he was just like, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. We only got like 50 trees instead of the usual 55,000, which was great.
Wow.
Everyone came to set in like electric cars or something like that, like Teslas. I don't know what those are. And then we also used our own water bottles instead of using single-use plastic. And we all slept together in one gigantic tent instead of using hotel rooms.
That sounds like quite the experience. Now, we only have time for one more question, and that's from Harold from Birmingham. Harold, what is your question for Vardan?
Hi, I was just wondering, were there any emus on set?
I can't divulge that information, but we sure were in close proximity to the site of the Great Emu War, directed by Quentin Tarantino, obviously. And I had a chance to meet with the emu expert consulting for them. It was a great chat. I do think emus are fascinating creatures, but I cannot reveal anything about emus. Just watch the film.
Well, thank you, Harold. I hope that answers your question, and thank you, Vardan, for coming in and answering all of those.
No problems.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today, but thank you everyone for coming in and telling us about yourselves. We sure have had a blast on Celebrity Time today with actors, billionaires, and of course musicians. Tune in next week for Cooking with a Full-Time Clown, sitting down with a set designer from Age of Nothing Spectacular to find out what their job really involved, and taking to the street to find out how people really feel about free music streaming platforms. Now, speaking of music, here's Lucas in the studio ready to show off his skills.